What's up, y'all? Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome back. Welcome back for me. I was gone. Y'all been here, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, if you're new, welcome in. And if you're like me, you've been here before and you're returning, welcome back. Welcome to Nephtara Grace. The number four is significant. Something about foundation. Something's being built. There, we're at the beginning of a cycle after something completed. A lot of confirmations taking place. A lot of valid. Just confirmation is the word out here. Confirmation is the word out here. We're gonna jump in. I missed you guys. You know, the past 2 days have been like over 100 degrees here. I can do it. I can do it. Got a little haircut. My daughter trimmed my hair for me, so it's really cute. She's 9. She told me I should cut all my hair off. She said, just cut it off. You're going to look better with no hair. I was like, damn, that's harsh, ain't it? Dang. Kids they be rough, right? So I said, well, just give me a little haircut, because she 9. You know, cut all my hair off. Anyway, I got to trim. Hagalaz. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Through eyes. That's somebody's radio. This is how Ingwas. So, okay. We've been here before. We know where we at. Somebody is. Oh, there's this. It's a full. Okay, the full moon. This energy. I had a friend call earlier. She said, "God, I feel so anxious. It's the full moon." I have a similar experience in my body, but for me, this full moon feels like excitement. Like I'm getting keyed up for something, like geared up for something. Somebody out here is feeling like they are, it's not anxiety or excitement for them, it's dread. There's somebody out here who's dreading whatever's coming with this full moon. So, people like me like excited, and there's people who are anxious apparently. And I was telling her that I remember channeling for you guys there is something coming with this full moon. So tribe, I don't know if y'all have been feeling the energy, what y'all got going on, but stay hydrated. I don't know if it's 100 degrees where you at, like it's 100 degrees where I'm at. Stay hydrated. The dream world is significant, but more than anything, what I really feel like is there's some type of shaking happening. Like that's why the number 4 and foundations are significant. The foundations are extremely significant right now. Extremely significant. So it's like, y'all know that scripture, everything that can be shaken will be shaken. Not only are we in that, like those times right now, like that's what I have right here right now. We're, because of that, we're about to see who built their house in the sand and who built their house in the rock. We're about to see, and I've been saying this, your life is the sum total of the choices you've made so far. So whatever's about to happen, whatever's about to go down, we're about to see the choices that people have made so far. Can y'all get what I'm saying out here? Let's get a theme. Y'all, it is so like, it's just, I'm telling you what, I'm watching Karma. Horses are significant, horse riders. I'm watching Karma ride around like and just straight snatching. It's wild. It was at the bottom of the deck when I was sitting here talking, and I shuffled anyway, and now it's here. So, what I say about choices, everybody got them. Just ask E40. But I'm telling you, we're about to see. We about to see, because you can say whatever you want. That's the truth. Anybody can say anything. I can say, I'm the president of the local. It don't matter. I can say whatever I want. But that don't mean it's true. That don't mean it's true. Okay? There's a lot of people out here who have been saying a lot of stuff, and that stuff they've been saying, it ain't true. I'm just telling y'all what it is. Let me get some oracle cards out here real quick. There's so much going on, and a decent amount of it is a reckoning because so many lies have been told for so long. The divine, I'm telling y'all, because it's the divine. Divine is like, we gotta like come straighten out the record here. And that's why nobody can do anything about what's going on. You're gonna see a lot of people upset in their feelings because they can't control this narrative. This narrative, what we're about to witness is happening because too many people was trying to control what the divine was doing. Y'all hear what I'm saying? The divine was like, let me cook. And then all these was like, oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. I'll judge sister so and so. I'll judge brother so and so. I got this God. I got this God. And the divine's like, if you don't sit your mangy ass down and let me cook, that's where we are. So, as usual, I'm going to ask you to please mind the business that pays you. Please stay in your lane. Please don't bother nobody. Don't reach your hand out and touch nobody right now. Okay, be where you are. Be where you are. Because when this type of stuff comes, what I say? Be where you are. Don't be out here trying to look at the number 13. You won't be where you are. Don't try to be where nobody else is. Don't do that. And then if somebody try to pop up on you, manage yourself. Because, people, even if y'all know how to, even if you minding your business, you got people around you that don't know how to mind their business. They're going to try to pop up on you. The wall, obstacles, flying. You got to rise above them people. You got to rise above them. I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times, from someone who's lived it so many times, when you complete a cycle, when you pay off a karmic debt, when you evolve, when you ascend, whatever you want to call it, where you're from, okay, a lot of times you will get called into a period of isolation. That is where you can debrief what you just went through, you can get instructions on what's next, but also where the divine can most clearly disseminate to you what actually is happening. See, when you're around all these people, you always hear, you always hear, it's easy, especially in this day and age, this climate, it's easy to confuse what's real and what's true for what is trending and what's popular. We'll let y'all sit with that one for a moment, okay? Anyway, watch out for people trying to come up into your space. And please remember that you can rise above. That's the game, okay? We got the numbers 13, the number 20. Now that's magical on its own. And then number 56 breaking down to the number 11. 2, 4, 11. This is about symmetry. Let me get a crystal out here. What is it? I was going to tell y'all. Upside down. Okay, back to foundations. They keep bringing it back to foundations. Black tourmaline protection and kunzite heart activation. The way these cards are coming out and the way this energy is, I'm speaking to a specific, that's what it is, frequency. This full moon is a frequency. They're saying disruptor. I feel like, hold on, let me see. They're explaining why they're using the word disruptor. Oh, okay, yeah, that's really deep. Okay. So I was gonna say this full moon is a frequency splitter. Okay. But they just explained to me, no, there's already differing frequencies. However, there is a harmonic bridge or harmonic convergence that we actually wanted in 1988 because it allowed us to bridge frequencies to try to literally get everybody up on the same page and bring them up. Now this full moon is, I was going to say a splitter, because I saw this full moon splitting the human collective into 3 frequencies, but they're saying no, there's already 3 frequencies, there's just been a bridge connecting them all, so you could slide up and down or move back and forth. And they're saying no, this full moon is a frequency disruptor because it's going to disrupt that bridge. So after this, on the other side of this full moon, there won't be a bridge anymore. It's gone. So there'll be 3 distinct frequencies instead of 3 frequencies that are modulating around each other all the time. All right. As a reminder, it's all frequency. That's what it's all about. That's why, I'm forever going to be telling you guys, please don't judge another person. Please don't judge yourself. This is a frequency thing. Please, 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 please. Please, if you don't know the rules of the game, what can you do to learn? Don't be out here hurting yourself or someone else because you're just ignorant. And we're all ignorant about something. Okay, so once you determine like, oh my gosh, I just learned something I didn't know, I was ignorant about this, or I just learned that, now good, now it's on you to go and wield that wisdom wisely. Wield that wisdom wisely. All right, hold on guys, I got cards everywhere. Aquarius full moon, man, and we are in that Lionsgate corridor. There is a lot of galactic and interstellar activity for those of you who were on that frequency, heavy on that. This actual foot, because it's disrupting that bridge, I say splitting, they say disrupting, the same thing, right? Same thing, right? Same thing. We're gonna see very, what's this word? What is it with me and human words? Very pivotal shifts in and around our lives right now. Very pivotal, because this moon, I wish I could share with you guys all the things that are coming through across my desk right now, and I can't. You know, people call me and they say things, they share things, and I'm honored to hold that space for them. And for many people, maintain their privacy. And you know, sometimes I'm clear, like something is gonna impact everybody, not just the person who called me, not just the person who reached out for help. That person was just brave enough to reach out for help, right? And I feel like that's what this is. I got a call today from somebody, and they were sharing about a recent experience they had. And as they were sharing, I was very moved. I mean, it was very intense what they were sharing, and I was just present to, like, that's actually I think. And I'm not minimizing what this person shared. I'm just saying that right now, each and every one of us is going through something that I think, if I'm not mistaken, is pretty intense for us. I didn't say good. I didn't say bad. I said intense. It's a tower moment. I feel like we're in a collective tower moment. So a tower is, you have a job and it's okay, and you've been applying for new jobs, and all of a sudden you get a new job. That's a tower, because it's unexpected. You were taking the actions, but you didn't expect it. And now you do have to take new unexpected actions. Anytime you move, that's a tower. Having a baby is a tower, right? So it's not like what's happening for everybody is bad. That's the point. What's happening right now is a pivotal shift for everybody, because it's disrupting a certain frequency that has had us all tethered in place and to each other. Once this full moon energy is complete, we're not going to be tethered in place. We're not going to be tethered to each other. It's like this great release, okay? For some people, it's going to be amazing. For other people, it's going to completely destabilize everything they have, because everything they have was completely built on, by, or through something or someone else that they will no longer have access to. Can you hear the words I'm saying? Stay woke out here. Holy Spirit, archangels, ancestors, descendant masters, those of you who walk with me every single day, thank you for protecting me as I channel messages for this tribe. Thank you for showing me what I need to see and telling me what I need to know, so I can support the tribe as we live, learn, thrive, and grow. As above, so below, and so it is, because it is so. Now look, I don't know what kind of 3D story people gonna make up for why all of a sudden shit look like the pendulum swinging. It's about to look like some people became millionaires overnight, and other people, you're gonna be like, well, what? I mean, what's that? What happened? They just lost everything overnight. I mean, it's wild what we're about to see, and all it is a reckoning. It's just the truth coming out. I'm telling you, it's just too many people been taking credit for what the divine has done, and divine said, no, we're done. You take credit for everything that's done here out of one side of your face, and the other side of your face you say, oh no, the divine isn't real, that's woo woo, no, we about to see some miracles we don't know nothing about out here. Say, stay in your lane. Don't worry about nobody else. Knight of Coins. So something's taking a while. No, I don't. Let's do jumpers, and let me get no more than 2 cards jumping, please. Clear, concise messages for the collector. Thank you. The Hierophant. It's like it's taking time for something to be put in order. I feel like now the bottom line of this is, y'all have heard people talk about new earth and all that. That's the bottom line, is the new earth frequency will be set. The old earth frequency will be set. There won't be any back and forth and up it. None of that. 6 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. What is this? I said jump. They're jumping. Knight of Swords. So somebody's moving now. Now that order has been restored, it's taken a while, but now that a sense of order has been restored, something is literally about to move forward. We got the flying card out here as well. Something's about to fly. The Devil. Now, is this something that has been misjudged, or is this... Temperance. Landed smack on top of this Knight of Coins and this Hierophant. So what I'm seeing is somebody who didn't move out of fear, even though something took a long time to be put in order or to be rectified or to be sorted out. It's like choosing to do the internal work rather than try to force your way ahead when things aren't moving. Time is an element here that's really important. There is some type of expectation here that's not being fulfilled. What's interesting is the expectation not being fulfilled is good for you, but it's bad for someone else. You were in some position where you needed protection. And that's exactly where somebody wanted you. Somebody wanted you. They needed you to be in a place where you needed protection. Like you couldn't be safe. You couldn't rest. You couldn't put your head down. You couldn't really take a deep breath. That's over. It's not that you no longer need protection. It's that the level of protection you now have is so beyond ordinary. It's so beyond anything humans. It's just it. And that's why that solitude card came out as well. At this time, you are likely so protected that you do feel like you're in isolation. And I didn't say that you feel lonely or alone. You just are. It's like you're keeping your own company, and that in itself is a part of your protection because of the frequency that's being activated where you are. You see what I mean? I gotta tell you, the higher your frequency goes, we talk about this. The spiritual community is so full of shit. Okay, the higher your frequency goes, the less you can be around other people. This is reality. So this big trend of let's ascend, let's raise our frequency, but everybody's still short at the same. When you raise your frequency, you really start to feel uncomfortable. And this is not the same as us for no more. This is not the same as excluding people. This is literally, I'm resonating at this frequency. I choose to have this experience. Okay. Now, you're going to hear people, and this is why this big reckoning is coming through. Because right now there's people in the spiritual community saying things like, oh, well, I embody the frequency of abundance, so I can't be around anybody who's still in poverty. I have literally heard people use that shit to justify excluding certain demographics from their events. Not making this shit up. That ain't what we talking about right here. Okay, we're literally talking about you've done the inner work. You are now being represented by this temperance card, and somebody says, hey, let's go out to the bar and drink and party. You're gonna have to think twice about it. Not because you don't like a good vodka gimlet. Okay, who don't like a good I love a martini. You love a martini. What's the problem here? Is that the atmosphere, that spirit is being imbibed in isn't gonna work for you. Y'all see what I did there? Ugh, I'm just putting it out here for y'all. 6 of Wands. Yeah, somebody's really worried that you don't have to hide anymore. Damn. I'm trying to tell you, they wanted you hiding. I said this before. It's like they wanted you to have your face down. Always protected. Always like this. Can you get that? If someone can mentally fuck with you enough to have you believe that something's out to get you, you will hide yourself. They don't have to attack you. They don't have to all they have to do is have you feel like you're constantly under attack, and you will do the rest. Now, we both know spiritual shit is real, and you need to have real spiritual protection out here. As a matter of fact, I'm coming out with a course for you guys. It's called In Defense, the Dark Arts Practical Magic course. You're welcome. Because so many people come to me like, oh my gosh, what about this? Oh my gosh. And I found myself, especially the past 3 to 5 years, giving the exact same teaching out to random strangers. My child can't sleep. My house feels like this, and because y'all know, because we have so many people out here in these streets practicing freaking TikTok witchcraft. More than ever before, you have to have real, solid spiritual protection. I got you. Obviously, you can get on the apothecary, buy whatever, but I wanted to put together a course for those of you who are already facile at maneuvering energy. I wanted to give you something to give you background for what dark arts actually are, what it is to be a dark art practitioner, how to protect yourself from people who could, all of that. Okay? Because I've learned the hard way, you cannot protect or defend yourself against something you don't understand. You can't. And I grew up Christian, and all I grew up with was like, cast the demons out. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. Every now and then you need a good exorcism. You really, really do. You really, really do. All right. But sometimes you just need to clean your house energy out. Sometimes it's more of the maintenance, right? And then if you understand where stuff is coming from, you can prevent that to begin with. See what I'm saying? That's what, you're welcome. Anyway, Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Somebody does it. They are so y'all. It is somebody has an impending sense of doom. And it's like, I'm telling you, just like I'm like, oh, this is excitement. And somebody calls in and said, ooh, feels like anxiety. And I'm like, oh, it feels like excitement. There's somebody here, this same energy feels like dread. That's interesting. And they showed me 3 different frequencies when I was channeling earlier. They showed me this full moon disrupting, and then the planet splitting into 3 frequencies. It's judgment. But why did they want you hidden? This judgment comes with an activation for some. That's a healthy shake. It's not even protein. It's just greens and probiotics and enzymes and minerals. Okay, so okay. Wow. This is a lot. They're giving me that, one of my favorite parables in the scriptures. We talk about this one often here. The 10 virgins with the lamps, where the Lord gives his servants, his 10 servants, oil lamps. And he says, okay, I'm leaving, but when I get back, be ready. And I'm not going to tell you when I'm coming back. You just got to be ready. He was gone so long. He was gone so long. Gone so long. Half the virgins were like, this man is never coming back. And so they decided to 3 of Cups it, like, hey, we got oil. They turned up. It was fine. The other five virgins were like, well, he said he was coming back. We're not real sure. I mean, it's been a while, but anyway, y'all know the story. If you don't, go read the Bible. Go look it up. Lord came back. Sure enough did. As a matter of fact, back then in the culture, somebody wrote ahead and said, oh, the master's coming, prepare the way, the master's coming. So now there's this big, shout to the gate, oh, the master's coming. And the five who partied were like, shit, he's actually coming back. Fuck, it was gone so long. I didn't know. Quick, share your oil with us. Another five who actually followed the instructions said, we can't. He's gonna be here any moment. We literally have what we need to meet him and do whatever he tells us to do after. If we stop to share our oil with you now, we won't have no oil. And if we share, it won't be enough oil for none of us are gonna have oil. It'll be 10 lamps with this much oil instead of 5 with this much. We got to go with it. We got to keep our oil. Master shows up. He takes the 5 servants who have the oil. They go into the party room. If you try to paraphrase the Bible, the party room, they went in to feast and dine. And he shuts the door and he locks out the wicked, lazy servants, right? That's what this is giving. It's like whatever this was, it's something took time. And one person decided to do the inner work and bring themselves to heal during this long ass time it took for the master to return. They decided to work on themselves and balance themselves and, greet the Hierophant and balance energy. Somebody else said, no, I don't know when this person's coming back. They ran to make a dodgy deal with the devil. Maybe, they waited a year. Maybe they waited 3 years. I went and saw the movie The Odyssey this weekend. So apropos, right? 28 years. Nobody knows where this guy is. We heard rumors. We're not really sure. And then he comes home. Okay? So it's like that. Look, he's a source at the bottom of the deck. There's something about this reckoning, this judgment is going to make it very clear. No stuttering, no confusion over what the actual choices are. See, I know we're back to the environment, okay? At what I say, if you feel judged, you might ought to review the company you're keeping. That was a few readings ago. It has been very confusing in modern times to understand what your choices are. To understand that you even have a choice. So much of the bombardment and the distractions have made people feel so overwhelmed like they don't have a choice, but you do. And this full moon, when it's done disrupting these frequencies, it's going to be very clear, not only that you have a choice, but what the choices are. Give me something on it. 2 of coins. What did I say? You have a choice. You have a choice. You can do the work of bringing inner balance, alignment, and peace to yourself, which, don't play, that's a full-time job. Bettering yourself. Taking the time in the face of all the opposition to make yourself a better person. People will laugh at you. You're just going to have to know better. Whoever is in this 3 of coins with the devil, they had almost an immediate payout. Okay? And it feels like money. It feels like they hit a lick for 10 grand or something. I'm just telling you. It was enough to have them lock in to that, what I call, y'all know over here, I call it a dodgy deal. It was enough to have them lock into this dodgy deal. But this, again, this whole full moon, I mean, this is so savage out here. It flips everything. This person might now be losing. No, the way this is going, if this person loses something, it's going to be 20 grand. They gain 10, but they're going to lose 20. That's the game out here. That's the game out here. People don't know this game, but they be trying to play. They don't know the game, though. Yeah. Somebody who's hell, Jesus Christ. Somebody who started this cycle with nothing is about to have everything, and somebody who started this cycle up, it's about to be at the bottom, and that's just what that is. And can't nobody do nothing about it. They can't. They can't. The only reason they're showing me, the only reason, because I've been asking this in the background of these readings for a minute now, because I've been channeling this energy for a minute. I'm like, well, how come it's so directly correlated, connected, and inverse? How come the energy is so seesaw? How come it's so, if this person goes up, that person goes down? And now I understand in this reading, it's because the frequencies, even though you and him and them and we all on different frequencies, there has been a resonant frequency connecting all of us. So as one goes up, the other goes down. Okay, now I'm about to be at the end of that. The Lovers, Two of Cups is out here. It's like somebody, and I was channeling this in the shower this morning. Somebody wanted you hidden. Like, it's almost like, this is how it came through in the shower. It's like people have the experience that I already told y'all this. I don't even know where I said this before. That you already have too much. Like, you already, imagine that you are a divine being. The Temperance card out here, okay? So you are magnetically attractive. You have got kunzite out here for heart activation. You have a pure heart. You're directly connected to source. You are blessed. You're favored. So the average person who is none of those things feels like you have too much. You already look good. You're smart. People like you. That's not fair. The rest of us, we got to do whatever. Okay, it's not fair that you got this. And then on top of that, the divine has decided that because you are a divine being, you should have a natural, authoritative leadership role on this planet. Child, somebody said no to the divine. And that's why they ran to do this deal with the devil. Because they didn't want to do a deal with the divine. The divine is the person who gave you too many gifts. They're not going over there. This person went to the devil to try to take some of them gifts away and put them on themselves. Okay, because the devil lied and said they could do that. That's how the energy got connected like that. So somebody wanted your spot so bad that now when this wheel flip, they're going to be in your spot. But it's going to be the spot you just left. One was you was face down, scraping on the ground, trying to figure out how to get out of this and how to make that and how to make shit. That's the spot. They taking that spot for you. Yeah. That spot you just manifested yourself out of. Yeah, they gonna take it. They gonna. That's what they asked for. That's what they asked for. When people ask for your divine gifts, they're asking for that path that caused those gifts to emerge and activate. Can you get that? That's how you get trained to use your gifts. So people want to be like, I want to be clear. I want to be psychic like so and so. Okay, great. Walk the psychic path. You want to be a medium? Walk the medium path. Be surrounded by dead people all the time. Oh, you don't want to do that? Oh, then you don't want the gifts. Let me get out of here. What's just happening now? And somebody can feel it. They can't quite get through wands. They can't quite feel. It's like they can't see what's coming, but they know something's coming. They know something's coming. They know. Just like you do. Just like you know that you've done the work to reap the harvest that you know is due to you. In other words, you kept the oil in your lamp. So when they say, oh, the master's coming home, all you got to do is go set a match to that bitch, they know they ain't got no oil in their lamp. Nope. They know it. They know that. They know that. You did the work to sustain your connection to the divine when everybody else was like, oh my God, that's so old. That's so antiquated. That's so this. You didn't care. You didn't care. You didn't care. You were like, I'm still going to do the divine thing, though. I mean, it's still an option for me. That's what you said. People over here was like, well, we can't see the divine. We can't smell the divine. So, and of course, the joke is you were sent to be the divine example for these people. Anyway, I'm about to go. Final messages. I'm going to go. 4 of Wands and 6 of Coins. Shoot. There's something, there's a number of messages here, but underneath, I'm not going to let it slide. Don't worry. For whoever this is for, I got you. There is some type of sacred connection here. A divinely ordained sacred connection, a union between two people. Okay? Now, if you are not out here manifesting true love, don't worry about that. Everything else that got channeled today is for you. But if you are in this high vibe tribe, and you are also manifesting true love, just know that that is a part of this reckoning that's coming in with this full moon. Okay? Anything else? The Tower. What the hell did I say? That's it. That's the reading. I would get to the Lover, 7 of Coins. Ah, shit. I feel like the cards are just going to say what I said now. Justice. Like, this is, I mean, that's just what this is. Like, everybody's already paid into the account that's about to pay them back. Can you understand that? You've already invested. Whatever payout you get with this full moon, that's the account you invested in. And it don't matter what the fuck you told people you believe in, what the fuck you told people you don't believe in, how you, don't know, none of that matter. You can say you love God. You can say you hate the devil. You can say you love the devil. You can say you hate God. None of it matters. Every single day of your life, you've been moment by moment investing into one of these dang frequencies now. And it's payout time. So you about to get paid out with excitement, anxiety, or dread. Which one? Look. If you haven't already, hit that like button. And if this reading resonates in any way, drop me a black heart emoji in the comment section below so I'll know. Turn on your post notifications so the next time I drop read, it shows up in your feed. This reading is timeless. Whenever it shows up for you, take it resonates, leave the rest behind for the next person. In between now and the next time I drop a reading for y'all, trust your path, your process, and your purpose. Peace.